I got a bad feeling about this.
But I don't understand. What? R2? Is that you? Wait, you're telling me the Force wants me to play a classic Star Wars game from my childhood? Alright. What about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? That's a great game. What? That's a great game. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Star Wars Episode 3? But where am I even gonna get that game? Never mind. I found it. Yeah? The Force? Okay, R2, sure. Alright.
Let's travel back in time to like around 2005, when Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith was released in theaters. This was it. This was the movie the world just had to see. And for good reason too. This was the bridge that connected the original trilogy. The moment Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. Basically shit hit the fan in this movie, and they didn't hesitate to advertise the shit out of it. Books, toys, clothes, anything. I mean, you even got fucking Darth Vader holding a bag of M&Ms at Times Square telling you to choose the dark chocolate. That shit was crazy. So LucasArts went ahead and made the game based on the movie, Star Wars Episode 3, the video game. And it was perfect because the movie had loads of action in it, so a game was basically begging itself to be made. Star Wars Episode 3, the game, was released on May 4th, 2005. Get it? May the 4th? May the 4th be with you? Actually, this game was released before the movie even came out. What? This game was on the PS2, Xbox, Game Boy Advance, DS, on your mobile phone, later on the PS3, as a prize in your cereal box, in your dog's food bowl, inside all your PS2 games. Basically, they went all out on Episode 3. So the game, as you would expect, takes place around all the events that happen in the movie. You play as Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, switching between the two as the missions take place. And the game does a pretty good job rotating them. There was never a point where I felt I played a certain character for too long or too little time. So getting right to it, the game begins just like the movie, with Anakin and Obi-Wan flying their way to rescue Chancellor Palpatine. You're shown a quick scene from the actual movie and then begin playing the game. Yeah, that's right. You remember that? When games actually showed you some of the movie? Your friend would come over and be all like, "Hi, the new Star Wars is coming out. I want to play some Star Wars games." And you slap the games right out of their hand and say, "Fuck yeah, except this one has scenes from the fucking movie in it." And your friend would fucking combust into flames because of how amazing that was. But if you're not a fan of this, don't worry. Fortunately, they only appear every once in a while and they never overstay their welcome when they do. But that's both a blessing and a curse, and I'll get to that soon enough. Oh, and if you're wondering, you can't really play the ship segment. I was actually looking forward to that. Getting into the gameplay, well, the game actually holds up pretty well. Fighting feels smooth and responsive. It almost feels like I'm playing an early version of The Force Unleashed. Although something that does bother me is how you grab enemies. Maybe this is only on the PS2 version of the game, but get this. In order to grab an enemy, you need to press both the square and triangle button at the same time. Not only meaning your thumb needs to travel halfway across the world to get to those buttons, but it's just awkward. I mean, maybe something like circle and triangle would be fine because it's fast and easy, but this combination just felt strange to me. Maybe this is just a me problem though, so eh. In the game, as either Anakin or Obi-Wan, you can use your lightsaber to attack or use different Force abilities. Stuff like Force Push, Saber Throw, or Force Heal. And both characters even get their own skill tree that you can feed points to learn more powerful skills. Although I can't say it was done really well because, well, they both have the exact same skills and Force abilities aside from like one. So there's no real difference on how you choose to grow either Jedi. It feels kind of like it was rushed into the game, and it would have been cool to see them have different Force powers or something like that. Well, anyway, as you upgrade you get more combos to use, and stringing them together actually makes you feel like a badass in the game. I should also mention how you gain experience to upgrade. How it works is that you have to keep hitting enemies to build the meter up, and each dash that you pass gives you a better ranking that gets applied every time you kill an enemy. And at the end screen, it all tallies up, and the more kills that you got with a better rank, the better points towards upgrading you get. As far as environments go, you're pretty much looking at the locations that appear in the movie. It genuinely feels like you're exploring a huge dreadnought at times or fighting through a Jedi Academy. The time and effort that they put into the details really shine on this game as far as aesthetics and inspiration goes. They even throw new types of enemies your way every so often, like these super stormtroopers, or spider droid, or fucking annoying alien lightning pieces of shit. Just let me move! Oh, and the voice acting is great. I mean, as great as the movie, especially Anakin.
Yes, I sense Syndraulic. I'll deal with him. You stay and protect the beacon. Guard it with your lives.
Oh, I'm shivering in my boots! Now, to touch on the subject of bosses, they are fucking amazing. Like seriously, if you thought the fight scenes in the movie were cool, then these fights are gonna blow your mind. The boss fights in the game are difficult and require precise lightsaber and force attacks and patience. And yes, they are hard. You really can't button mash your way out of these battles, and they change up the pace by changing arenas constantly based on the health of your opponent. They feel epic, and honestly, I love these battles far more than the movie. A perfect example is General Grievous. In the movie, his fight seemed quick and easy, and his death with a blaster left a hole in our hearts. Well, and his. But this is what happens in the game. First, you fight him inside some tower with lightsabers. Then jump off to the lower outside platform and fight some more. Then a burning ship crashes into the battle and Grievous runs into the caverns and you continue slashing amongst the rocks. Then Obi-Wan gets knocked out and Grievous sets a bomb to blow him up and tries to escape into his ship. But the bombs didn't work and Obi-Wan is still alive, and then Grievous pulls out his 4 lightsaber trick, you battle some more, and finally Obi-Wan stabs Grievous and wins the battle. Now tell me, which one was done better? I mean, it's fucking obvious, but I get it. Movie time constraints and all that, so yeah, that's fine and all. Oh, and by the way, all the boss fights are this amazing. Every single one. I was actually excited whenever I had to fight a boss because it just felt like I was having an actual lightsaber battle. So now to talk a bit about the story. I mean, it's Star Wars, so I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. But episode 3 is basically Anakin's transformation into the iconic Darth Vader. But since this game was released before the movie, they wanted to cut out some scenes and change up a lot of fights so that it wouldn't spoil the movie as much. However, that probably wasn't the best idea. As you progress through the story, you start to notice the pace seems off. It's because a lot of times the game would skip major spoiler parts where the characters talk or something really dramatic happens and they want to save that for the movie, so the game just ends up looking like a sped up scene select mode really. Take this scene at the end where Obi-Wan meets Anakin again right before their epic lava battle. The scene before was Obi-Wan at the Jedi Academy discovering what Anakin did. And then the very next mission just skips over to Obi-Wan confronting Anakin. They didn't even show Obi-Wan leaving the Academy or on his way to Mustafar. It was just like, bam! Here I am about to fight you for what you did to them younglings. Literally, I am not even joking. The mission just starts with Obi-Wan just throwing down his robe. But I mean, I get it, they want to leave some mystery for the movie, and that may have worked up till release, but for today's standards, it just felt strange. But now for the moment the game and movie hyped so much, the battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and guess what? It's fucking amazing! And actually stayed pretty true to the movie. It was an incredible end to the game. But wait, you thought that was the end? After completing the final battle, Mission 17 unlocks, which is basically the same battle but you play as Anakin instead. But he has some surprises for you should you actually win the battle though. Oh yeah, I remember that! That was my favorite part in the movie! So after beating the final mission, you actually get a cool alternate ending which shows Anakin killing Obi-Wan and meeting Darth Sidious, who gives him a new lightsaber. Darth Sidious then says that the galaxy now belongs to them, but, you know what? That's right, in the alternate ending, not only does Anakin kill Obi-Wan, but Darth Sidious too, and then takes over the galaxy all on his own. It was fun while it lasted, which was only about 5 hours, really. No kidding, this game is literally that short. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. Whee!
Adonis, that's not the game that's gonna break the curse. It's this one.
Lee, that's the wrong video, man. Like, really wrong video.
Oh, this is Star Wars one. Oh, okay. Adonis! You still got the multiplayer mode to play.
Oh shit, you're right, Lee!
You call this a fight? No! Oh! Now you backstabber! God damn it, Lee, why can't I beat you? You lack power, Adonis.
What did you say?
Face it, Adonis, you can't feel the force like I can. Where am I?
Don't make me kill you.
I'll do what I must.
Don't do it, Adonis. I have the high ground. My cousin Adonis. I loved you.
Fuck you, Lee, you know I could have won!
Lee, what the fuck? Oh, by the way, I forgot to give you this. A bow? The hell is this for? Portals, man. Come on, you got games to play. I can't! I'm a Sith now. Call me Darth Weasel. Alright, Darth Weasel.
What? Alright. I think you should do another one.
Huh? Okay.
What?
Are you ready? Now this.
What?
Hey.
What?
Are those good?
Yeah.